Pokemon is so easy that I'm going to beat it with the help of my toddlers. This challenge has 3 simple rules. Number 1, each episode is going to cover through the beating of the next gym leader. Number 2, my daughters, who are almost 3, have chosen encounters for each section of the game. Each team will be retired at the end of their section. And lastly, each team member must defeat or at least battle one of the leader's Pokemon. Starting the challenge, when I first wake up, I like to go for a walk around the block. It wakes me up, it gets some sunlight, and it gets my blood pumping. Don't worry about how it's clearly nighttime right now in the video. When I'm done, I head to my desk and make my to-do list for the day. Number 1, pick my starter. Number 2, meet Professor Rowan. Number 3, catch my 2 encounters. 4, explore Jubilife City. 5, defeat Barry. Then find Rourke and earn the coal badge. Once I complete all those things, this video will be done. Let's get after it. I leave Twin Leaf Town and run into my good friend Barry on Route 201. Professor Rowan shows up and lets us choose our starters, which is the first thing on my list. When I asked the girls to pick between the starters, they immediately picked Piplup. They've had a plushie of it for a year or so now, and they love it. I believe it was the first Pokemon they really learned to identify, so that's my starter for this challenge. As an added bonus, he manages to defeat Barry's Turtwig despite it buffing himself repeatedly. Task 1, complete. Plup and I head to Sand Gym Town to visit Rowan's lab. There, he properly introduces himself, giving us the Pokedex. He also lets us nickname our starter. I call him Muichiro. When I'm finished checking off that task, I head to the Pokemart and buy a handful of Pokeballs to work on the next one, catching my encounters. While I hunt for and capture my next encounter, let me tell you how my daughters chose them. I simply showed them a slide with all the encounters in an area, like what you see on the screen right now. I then asked them to pick their favorites. If the 2 of them disagreed, we rolled a d20 to see whose choice I picked. Also, I'm limiting my team size to match the next boss, which is 3 for the first 6 gyms, 4 for the final 2, and then 6 for the Pokemon League. So if there were more areas than slots on my team, I would then put all the chosen encounters on a slide and ask the girls to choose again until the team was full. It was very cute. Anyway, if it wasn't obvious by now, my first catchable encounter is Starly, or Birdie as the girls called it. They didn't hesitate to choose it over Bidoof, Kricketot, and Shinx. I'll name this little guy Lil DeVille. Leave your guesses in the comments for my final team member's name in this stretch of the game. I take a few minutes to catch Lil up on levels, then we all head home for dinner and some sleep. What an exciting day. The next morning, we go for a little walk and pause to move all our unfinished tasks to today's list. That's honestly just part of being an adult. But now that we got a good night's sleep, let's get a move on. Route 202 introduces us to a couple of other little kids, but my toddler's Pokemon easily defeat their wannabe baby geniuses. That brings us to Jubilife City. Looking around, we meet Special Agent Spencer Reed and check out the trainer school. I also meet 3 random clowns, receive a new smartwatch, and check out the condos to find a Quick Claw. That completes one of our objectives for the day. And the achievements don't stop there. Barry wants to fight on Route 203. Lil quickly dispatches both of his Pokemon with a couple of wing attacks. Easy peasy. We can now head to Orberg City, which has a museum and a mine. More importantly, it has access to Route 207 to the north, where we can find the girl's final Pokemon for this segment, Machop. He escapes the first Pokeball, but the second one works like a charm. I name him Phil DeVille, which finishes up the task of catching my encounters. With the team filled, I take the kids to the local mine for some quality time. People like spelunking and exploring caves, and this is basically the same thing. I don't think it would be fun personally, but you do you. While I'm down there, I run into Rourke, who casually smashes a random rock. Totally not endangering anybody this far underground. But he heads back to the gym, so we're heading that way very soon. I do a quick grind session to get everyone to level 14. This lets Lil evolve into Staravia, meaning we're ready to challenge Rourke. The battle starts with Muichiro versus Geodude. A quick bubble takes down the rock despite the move's abysmal base power. Rourke's second Pokemon is Onix, so I pivot to Phil. Unfortunately, the snake is faster, so it sets up Stealth Rock before Phil nearly bodies him. A cheeky potion only wastes Onix's last moments of consciousness, letting us take down Rourke's second Pokemon without any damage sustained. Last is Cranidos, and obviously I have to use Lil. I mean, I put it in my thumbnail, so my hands are tied. This isn't clickbait. Anyway, my best course of action is to hit Cranidos with a bunch of wing attacks. But his resistance to the move and his insane attack stat mean Lil only has a few turns to fight. Ultimately, Lil loses the battle, but she's still a winner in my book. To wrap things up, I send out Muichiro, who avoids being flinched and finishes the battle with a bang. With a bubble. That earns our first badge, finishing our to-do list for today. We take our prize and head to the nearest Pokemon Center. Nurse Joy starts tending to Lil's concussion immediately. She'll need some time to recover, and her friends will want to stay by her side. So, in the next episode, they'll pass the baton to the new teammates that my girls chose, but we'll check in on them from time to time. To give them the freedom to do that, I quickly catch a Bidoof to carry me to my first encounter next week. I deposit the current party into the PC and head to bed so that I'm well rested for the next adventure. Let me know in the comments what you think my encounters will be for next week. Oh, and Bidoof's name, as chief assistant in this task, is obviously Alex Horn. This video is brought to you by my Patreon. For $1, $3, $5, or $10 a month, you can support me directly and get some cool little perks, such as early access, your name in the credits, or even the ability to vote on future video series. If you have other ideas for possible perks, feel free to let me know in the comments down below. And now I'm going to respond to some comments left on previous videos. So if you're watching this, feel free to drop a comment on this video and I'll respond to it in the next video for next week. But for now, let's get after these comments. Loco Dairy says, you were doing well with the Pokemon from Unova. Let's give that a little heart. I love to heart react all comments. And now let's give it a reply. Unova is full of great Pokemon. I should do another Black-White / Black 2, White 2 run. There we go. Reply sent. User BQ4RL8IB8X says, I think Gary only used Tail Whip because his AI detected Nidoran's poison point and used other moves. That makes some sense. But also, Gen 3 AI is pretty crazy. And let's throw in a laughing emoji. Laughing, ha 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 ha. Reply. Dan Raylia says names are good in the Hardcore Ash Challenge. I don't remember what those were, so I'm just going to give that a heart react. Oh, Demon Slayer, duh. Based on his previous comment, Demon Slayer. I know it's been a month, but I'm gonna respond to it anyway, Dan. So, Demon Slayer. I watched the first few seasons, read the entire manga, and now have fallen behind by 2 seasons. I gotta catch up. So I guess if you see when I post these comments, you can see exactly when I'm recording this. Lovely Cobra S2Z says, this is so cool, the Emerald versus ChatGPT. I really loved that video, so let me know in the comments if I should bring that back, because that was a really fun video to make. And I'm sure with the improvements to AI, maybe even using paid ChatGPT or another AI, maybe I could do ChatGPT versus whatever Microsoft's versus Siri or something. But let me know if you want to see an AI versus Pokemon video. Do this, but with Claire. I believe, I have not done it with Claire. That's a great idea. I'll add it to the list. Mr. Barkin says, whatever the reasons for your absence are, I hope that all is well with you and your family. I look forward to your future content. So thank you so much for that, Barkin. I did heart this, but now I'm going to respond to it properly, even though it's been 5 months, and I'm very, very sorry about that. Hey, buddy. I'm actually recording some content for a new video right now. It will be up on August 1st, so look forward to that. Add a little cheeky smile emoji, because Mr. Barkin is great. Mr. Barkin, if you're watching this, you're fantastic. I love you. Keep being a great fan, and I will continue making content as much as I can. Queen Gorgeist says, Christmas and Team Yell, and the L's are silent in Vivillon. and I already responded. So I think at this point I'm getting to comments to which I've already responded. So with that, I'm gonna, oh, hold on. There was a comment about is Ronnie but in Johto. Let's heart that. I forgot to heart that earlier. Make sure there's something I haven't, not something I haven't responded to. No replies. Oh, I did thumbs up that. Why did I not heart that? Let's heart that as well. But yeah, feel free to drop a comment. With that, I'm gonna wrap up this video. I will see you in the next one. Later, nerds.